Rhyme of strength.
2, 1.
What's up, everybody? Bill Mack here once again. I hope each and every one of you is having a great day. As we are going, this is for Pro Wrestling Unleashed. I'm Bill Mack here. This is your predictions, my predictions for the upcoming WWE SmackDown Brands TLC. That is Tables, Ladders, and Chairs, coming to you live on the WWE Network here in December 4th at Dallas, Texas, in the American Airlines Arena. Hopefully it'll match up to the hype of last month's SmackDown pay-per-view, which I thought was pretty good. Card looking as much, but we'll see, just basically how it goes, and we'll just get into the predictions, and we'll just see how they end up looking about. Okay, folks. Our first matchup, as we see, is between Baron Corbin taking on Kalisto in a chairs match. Now, we've seen over the last month or two this rivalry come to fruition, and we've seen Baron Corbin interfering a lot, especially on this past week's edition of SmackDown Live, where Kalisto was going for a roll-up pin, and Baron Corbin comes in, takes a chair, and basically lays it into the back of Kalisto, which basically laid him out. So this is going to be an interesting matchup. I see they're trying to push Baron Corbin, so I really think that with this matchup, Baron Corbin is basically going to get the win in this chairs match. I mean, the man's brutal. They're trying to push him against the little guy, and that's always good to get a heel over, on a little guy like that. That's why I used to like whoever would go against Rey Mysterio back when Rey Mysterio was in WWE and WCW, is because you put him against somebody that's way bigger than him and let him bully him around. That's more of getting a heat and heel reaction out of it. So I'm taking Baron Corbin in this matchup to win, and I think this is going to help solidify him along the way as being a tough heel to deal with on SmackDown. SmackDown needs heels, and I mean good, just mean, just this mean run-of-the-mill kind of heels that they need to have. And I think Baron Corbin will be a good one if they just keep him along and creative keeps pushing him as being man to say his last. Just does shows a lot of brutal force. So the first matchup I'm going to pick is I'm going to choose Baron Corbin defeating Kalisto in a chairs match. So on to the next matchup. Up next, we have Nikki Bella taking on Carmella in a no DQ match. This has happened since we have seen this deform basically since the brand split, when Nikki Bella was drafted over and Carmella basically attacked her later on. And we've just seen this feud derive from here, and now they're finally picking up steam. Nikki Bella's finally back in the ring. Carmella's still finding her way as a heel. I mean, it's tough enough with the ladies trying to draw the heat, but it just seems like Carmella has this flatness about her that the fans really don't care about. I mean, sure, she's got that attitude and that New York attitude and accent, but if she doesn't apply it and really use it towards the audience, they're not going to really care about her whatsoever. And she, she's getting these, it's quiet as a penny drop, hearing a pin drop, excuse me, whenever she comes in. I mean, that's not the kind of reaction that you're looking forward to your heel to getting. So I just don't see Carmella getting over on Nikki Bella. Nikki Bella's one of the Bella twins. She's going to be one of those that are basically going to pick it up. So my choice will be in this disqualification match, in case something happens that she gets attacked backstage. I think Nikki Bella's going to get the win in this no DQ matchup. So, Nikki Bella for the win in this matchup. Let's see what we got next. Up next, folks, we have the IC Intercontinental Champions match. This is one that they're finally going to claim is going to put it to an end. This is the one that I hope that they're going to finally say, okay, we're done with it now. Because I'm just basically tired of seeing Dolph Ziggler fight The Miz. And I'm basically dead tired of seeing that. So we'll see how that goes. But I think that this is tough. I mean, does the Miz keep winning and just Dolph go on to something different? Does the Miz lose it and now Dolph finally can go on with champion? I mean, because Dolph's only had it briefly, and they've been pushing Miz with this 6-time champion. So I'm going to say that the Miz will somehow find a way, with the help of Maurice, in keeping the WWE Intercontinental title around his waist. So my choice and prediction for this being, granted, now this will have some spots. I will give it. This is a ladder match. Okay, so I know it's going to have high spots. I know both these guys are going to, put on a good show. I know Ziggler's an awesome worker, but I mean, they gave him a chance on a few days or weeks with the title, and he's turned around and give it right back to the Miz. And for whatever reason, when we went into the Survivor Series last month, he ended up losing it the night before, which I was thinking he was going to give it to Zayn, and Zayn was going to go over to Raw with it. But, with him still holding on to it, I guess he's in for still another push. So in this ladder match, I thought it'll probably be a good one, but I'm choosing the Miz to somehow get the win with probably the assist from Maurice. So we'll see how that turns out. But my choice is the Miz retaining his Intercontinental title. Let's move on. All right, next up. Now, this has been a nice little feud. You've got some of the I wouldn't call Bray Wyatt older, but, with Randy Orton, with this fresh look with Randy now part of the new Wyatt family, I think this is a good addition for him, a good mixture for him, and for them. Finally, Bray could be going for his, if they win this matchup, then, the stipulation is that whoever wins this matchup between the Alpha American Alpha against Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton, is the winner of this matchup will be able to proceed on to challenge the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, which consists of Heath Slater and Rhino, which I don't see being a problem. American Alpha is an established tag team. They really blew up the NXT circuit, and I know they're going to do well at WWE. They have this look about them and charisma about them and whatnot, so I see them going pretty far. I don't know if they're going to give it's between the youth and push that American Alpha is getting versus versus Orton and Bray, which is experience. Bray's never had a title before. Are they going to give Bray a chance to get a title or whatnot? But I somehow feel like Bray and Orton are going to win this, folks. I kind of believe that Bray and Orton are going to win this. So we'll just see how that works itself out. But my choice in this one is I think that Bray and Randy are going to advance on to face Heath Slater and Rhino for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. So my choice in this matchup is going to be Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton defeating American Alpha and getting their chance to go for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. So that's my choice. Catchy music. Up next is two beautiful, beautiful women. These are two of my favorites on SmackDown. This is for the SmackDown Women's Championship. This is your champion, Becky Lynch, taking on Alexa Bliss. Both very beautiful women. And I think this is going to announce on SmackDown, this is going to be a ladder match. Or tables match, tables match. This is, I'm kind of worried because my girl Becky Lynch hasn't been getting that much of a push since she's won the title of SmackDown. And I discussed this with one of my friends. I think SmackDown as. And folks, I will be right back. And thanks for joining me back again, folks. Sorry about that break. But, as I was saying, this matchup has been an awesome matchup. I am really looking forward to having these two ladies fight. Becky Lynch, like I said, has not had that push. I think their champions have really SmackDown has been making a joke of their champions. I think Becky Lynch it's not so much as a joke with Alexa Bliss because I know she's getting pushed. She's going to get better. But I think like with her champions, they just kind of get this raw deal that they really haven't been strong. I mean, you look at Becky Lynch, she keeps getting beat up a lot on SmackDown since she's had the title in Natalia, now Alexa Bliss. She hasn't been strong. You look at AJ over with James Ellsworth and that joke. I hope this will be a good match. It's a women's matchup, but we'll see. I'm going to choose Alexa Bliss to get the win. I know she's still relatively new, but they're giving her a push right now. So I think that Alexa Bliss will end up getting the women's championship with the table because they have made her look strong the last couple of weeks and get the best of Becky Lynch starting back from the pay-per-view. So look forward to Alexa Bliss possibly becoming the new SmackDown Women's Champion. So that's who I basically think is going to pick up that one. And on to our next matchup. Again with the music. I love the music. See, this is what happened to her the last couple weeks. But she is beautiful, though. I admit that. Here we go. Now, see, this is the match, folks. Been waiting to see. This is the match. This is more than likely your main event. This is AJ Styles taking on Dean Ambrose, and this has been a good feud. I know some people aren't fans of long feuds, but I am because that's old school. You give time, you give these guys grueling battles. I mean, these guys have went on since AJ and Dean after the brand split. I mean, it's been a good few months. They've had this good rivalry, and now to have it at a tables, ladders, and chairs because it's telling a good story. I mean, it's had so many different kinds of varieties of basic what do you call it? Basic. There's been different moving parts around this to keep this feud active. You had Dean and AJ to begin with. Now you have James Ellsworth thrown in, and Dean's been helping him get over on AJ. Then you see the matchups AJ's had with James Ellsworth for the contract. Dean's been helping him along the way. So it's kind of been this whole different moving parts, but I do like this feud. I haven't read anything differently yet, but if I have my own choice to say, I will say that it's basically going to be, I think it's going to be AJ somehow retaining the title. Maybe James Ellsworth gets involved trying to help Dean, but he ends up costing Dean. So I think that's basically what's going to happen. So I think somehow AJ is going to come out on top of this, though. But I look for this to be an awesome match, folks. I know these guys can put on a great match. AJ is a great worker. Dean's starting to get better. And if they just make him, a little more character friendly, where the people can get behind him. I mean, Dean just doesn't have a character. I mean, he just goes out there just rugged, and I know everybody says, well, you don't have to have a character or a gimmick that much, but it helps better when you connect, get a saying, get the fans, lined up, because sometimes when against AJ, I mean, if you watch SmackDown Live, AJ was getting a lot of chants. I mean, and AJ's the bad guy. Of course, AJ's going to get chants over his head, but give Dean a reason, for the fans to cheer for him more than you would for AJ. But, AJ is very popular. I mean, I wish they'd turn him back face because he's a better – which I love him as a heel. I'd never really seen him as a heel except for his time back in TNA when he was a heel. But now that he's on WWE, I think they've established him well as a heel, but he still gets the Kevin Owens treatment. He's a heel, but they cheer him. Like Jericho, he's a heel, but they cheer him. I mean, that's just your typical fan reaction in today's WWE universe, if you know what I mean. But I look for this to be a great matchup, folks. I think this is going to be one that we're going to pretty good to end. I think to end out the show. I believe this is the last one. So, but my choice is I think somehow AJ is going to retain. So I don't really see other than Becky Lynch losing the title. I think that's the only other title change I'm going to see happen within this matchup. But I'm going to choose AJ Styles to retain the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, and we'll make sure that's the very last one. But I'm thinking that's the last one. Yep, that's it. And as you see, folks, thanks once again for watching. Credit you Viral with this video assistance in getting this video up for their channel. I appreciate that. I do hope each and every one of you watches the pay-per-view. I hope you like these little video setups that I do, as I'm just trying to, try different things to get interactive and be more of what the fans, you subscribers, YouTube land want to see. Hopefully this is better than just me talking, and at least you see some digital in it. So I hope everyone enjoys the pay-per-view. I look forward to it. I'm looking forward to having a great pay-per-view. SmackDown, put on good wrestling matchups. That's what to look for, folks. And if you like this video and other videos, just drop a like on my channel, subscribe to my channel. And like I said, folks, I try to do the best with these things that I typically can. I know it doesn't get a lot of views, but I love doing videos. And if you like this content, just continue to subscribe and comment on my page. Leave comments if anything you think I need to do better or you like to see on my page. So feel free. Until this is Bill Mack with Pro Wrestling Unleashed. Until next time, take it easy.